Nitric oxide is a signalling molecule in the body that helps our cells to communicate. It also plays a part in the body's signalling process used to secrete hormones and in the production of testosterone. Nitric oxide also relaxes the smooth muscles on the outer lining of the arteries, allowing them to widen, making room for oxygen and nutrients to flow more easily throughout the body. This also improves our blood flow and circulation, and this is all going to improve the process of secreting testosterone. When the luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone travel through the blood, collecting cholesterol en route towards the testicles, increased blood flow helps to improve this process. Now, a deficiency in nitric oxide is known to cause difficulties in sustaining an erection, and it can also have a negative effect on testosterone production. This is why it's important to treat the whole body as an entire organism when you're considering optimizing your testosterone levels. There are many different things that can contribute towards testosterone production and also harm testosterone production. Now, when it comes to benefiting your testosterone levels, nitric oxide levels are just one of those many things that you need to consider. Nitric oxide helps to regulate blood pressure. It also helps to prevent erectile dysfunction, help to prevent build up of plaque in the arteries. It helps to enhance exercise performance, boost the immune system, and all of these things can also either harm or help testosterone production. So it's really important to consider. Now, you can buy nitric oxide supplements, but by far the best approach is to be looking to increase your nitric oxide levels naturally. Now, one of the best ways to improve nitric oxide production by far is to just engage in regular physical activity. Simple solution there, because you are intaking more oxygen, you're engaging in activities which increase the heart rate, and all of this helps with the uptake of oxygen, increasing your lung capacity, and all of these things which aid nitric oxide production. Another one is simply breathing in via the nostrils. Just that simple act of breathing in through your nose will increase nitric oxide production. Now, this process is significantly augmented if this is combined with deep breathing. The full breath is by far the most effective method, and it's far more superior to belly breathing or abdominal breathing, as it utilizes the entire lung, and it also increases blood oxygen levels. Now, when you're doing the full breath, if you're familiar with belly or abdominal breathing, what you do when you go to breathe in is, when you breathe in, you first of all fill the abdomen and expand the abdomen. Then you expand the midsection, the thorax, and then at the end of the breath, you fill the chest. Now, this fills the bottom part of the lung, the middle part of the lung, and the top part of the lung. It utilizes the entire lung, and it's far more effective than just belly breathing or abdominal breathing, which are quite common and popular these days. Now, the humming breath is reputed to be very good for nitric oxide. You inhale a full breath, and then you just make a humming sound as you exhale. It's really simple. So I'll do this quickly for you. You breathe in, and then when you breathe out, you go It's really that simple, and that happens to be one of the exercises which is reputed to be very good for nitric oxide production. Now, regular dedicated breathing exercises are recommended for optimizing nitric oxide production. So if you can set aside just 5 or 10 minutes per day to practice deep breathing exercises. Now, my book, The Full Breath, contains many breathing exercises which are great for this purpose, and there's a link to that book in the description down below. Now, good dietary sources of nitric oxide are nitrate-rich vegetables such as kale, spinach, beetroot, cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, carrots, and research has demonstrated that eating nitrate-rich foods and nitrate-rich meals on a regular basis can increase nitric oxide and lower blood pressure, and it can even help with cognitive functioning. Chilies, garlic and ginger are all well known for their circulation boosting effects. Also, those three are very good for testosterone as well, but they are also very good for helping to improve nitric oxide production. Citrus fruits such as lemons, oranges and limes are also great for your nitric oxide production. Pomegranate is also extremely good for nitric oxide, as it is loaded with antioxidants that can protect your cells against damage and help to preserve your nitric oxide. Now, meat, poultry and seafood are all good sources of a coenzyme called Q10 or CoQ10, which is known to help preserve levels of nitric oxide within the body. And preservation of your nitric oxide is very proactive towards increasing your levels. Now, organ meats, fatty fish, muscle meats from beef, pork and chicken all contain the highest concentrations of Q10, so these are very good as well for your nitric oxide production. Nuts and seeds are high in L-arginine, which is an amino acid that is involved in the production of nitric oxide. Now, eggs are also a great source of L-arginine, and of course you can supplement with L-arginine. It can also be very beneficial to your nitric oxide and your testosterone as well, and it's been shown that supplementation with with L-arginine supplements can boost nitric oxide after just 2 weeks of using the supplement. Another great supplement for nitric oxide is ginseng, which has been shown to be very beneficial to improving nitric oxide production, and this is probably due to its known circulation boosting properties. Now, salty foods, sugary foods, vegan meats, that fake meat stuff, pre-packaged processed foods, fast foods, high consumptions of alcohol, this can all deplete nitric oxide levels, but we already know to steer clear of these. But also consider that lab-grown or cell-cultured meats and vegetables that have been sprayed with a layer of coating, I think it's called a peel, they're the super shiny, plasticky looking vegetables that you'll see in many supermarkets these days, to keep them fresh for longer. These can also be very harmful as well. You want to avoid those. This is why we need to consider a well-balanced diet. Everything must be balanced in order to optimize not only your nitric oxide level, but your testosterone production as well. There are benefits to eating animal-based foods and plant-based foods, and limiting your diet to either plant-based only or animal-based only is not the best approach, as either can lead to nutrient deficiencies, and it's certainly not the best approach for optimizing your nitric oxide. And now, if you want to optimize your nitric oxide, then the best advice possible is to eat a varied diet containing whole foods from both animals and plants, and this will bring you the best results. And this in turn will help to optimize and maintain healthy levels of testosterone. Subscribe to this channel and follow this series for more.